Hello, everybody. My name's Ardendrus, and welcome back to DBC, the Dragon Block C mod. Last time we started things off by gathering the 7th Dragon Balls we needed. Oh, but apparently I've been in the Hyperbolic Time Chamber for too long. No, I had something I needed to show in there, and now I'm gonna have to wait 20 minutes. No. Anyways, I forgot that place had a time limit on it. I we started off yesterday by summoning in Shenron and using our wish from him to get our first Kachin shard. We're going to need to get a whole bunch more of these before we can actually do anything with them, but at least we have one to start with. Also, I should go see the cat real quick and go get a Senzu bean. But after that, we started going through more of the story modes. So we went through the entirety of the Fortune Teller Baba saga. That was pretty quick. We didn't run into many problems there. Except for the Invisible Man, actually. One of the enemies was literally invisible, so we died once, and we went and got the key sensing ability, which allowed us to see like a little bar showing where he is. It was just kind of helpful to have in general, anyways. So that was the wrong button. So yeah, now we have the key sensing, but we took on that opponent. We took on the rest of the Fortune Teller Baba saga more or less no issue. And thus starts the second tournament arc, which is okay. You go through Yamcha again. You go. Oh, I completely forgot Grandpa Gohan, who is the last enemy of the Fortune Teller Baba saga, who absolutely kicked our butts about a dozen times. I'm sorry, Grandpa Gohan, almost forgot about you. Yeah, we did run into issues and have to up stats there. But after that, starts the second tournament arc. It starts off fighting Yamcha again. He's slightly stronger than the first two times, but still not that much of an issue. Then it's Chiaotzu, who is literally half the strength of Yamcha. It's kind of weird which order they go in. Chiaotzu has like 200 health. That's like 3 swings at max power for us. And after Chiaotzu is Krillin for the first time. He was kind of rough, he was kind of tough. He's stronger than Yamcha, but still, we were able to take him on more or less no problem. And then in comes Tien. Tien is a pain. He's got over 1,000 health, the first enemy to reach that threshold. And we are nowhere near strong enough to beat him. We tried picking up a couple of extra skills in Potential Unlock and Meditation. Potential Unlocks lets us hit 55%, and the more levels we get, the higher we'll be able to go percentage-wise. And then Meditation gives us an amount of passive regen to our body stats and our key stats. Basically, it just helps get us our stamina and ki back a little bit faster. But Tien's still a pain. That's going to be something we have to work towards. Which is why it wasn't really my intention to gather all this TP, but I did end up gathering over 5,000 TP between episodes. Because I've been working on a training pod. So the thing with the Dragon Block C mod is you end up training a lot. You need a whole lot of TP for some of the high-end skills. And once you start hitting those high-end skills, it takes a bit to train. And one of the best ways to do it is to make a training pod. And the best place to make a training pod is here in the Hyperbolic Time Chamber, but I can't re-enter for another 10 minutes. I have to wait 16 minutes. Is there any way I can actually cheat this and get rid of that? BBC buildings? Probably not. Eyes. JRMC could have something in it. Ah, dang it. There's probably a command to make it so that... there's probably a command to get rid of that timer, or a game rule / config option to get rid of the timer. I should probably look into that between episodes. I don't see it immediately. Dang it, I guess I'm going to have to come back and show that in like 15 minutes or so. I'm assuming if I do time/day, that's just not going to work, right? Or if I just sleep through the night, that won't affect things. I think this is attached to real time. 15 minutes, we'll be back. Yeah, that took the wind out of my sails a little bit. One second, I'm just going to wait for a little bit and see if I can't find that config, because I'm probably going to change that. Okay, so I didn't even do more looking to see if I could find something here. I have no idea what the command would be. But I did look at the configs real quick, and I only found one that had anything to do with the hyperbolic time chamber. And it looked like it was a shared modifier that would also mess with some other things. So, not going to do that. I'm just going to have to live with this 30 minutes in, 30 minutes out timer. I suppose it's like a built-in way to keep me from training too much. You know, I could just rebuild the thing I made out here in the real world for training in here as well. But you know what, it's fine. It's just like a built-in thing to keep me from getting too strong. I'm fine with it. So, I just have to wait 10 more minutes to show that off. So in the meantime, might as well take a look at this stuff. Maybe I can get a moment where I'm not constantly under attack. Anyways, we have 5,500 TP, basically. What are we going to up our stats for? You know, I should really get base mastery up at some point, too. Dex, I'm going to put up to 60. Just to round it off a little bit. I would like to round strength off to 45 if possible, but I'll hold off for a moment. Constitution. Apparently this is going to be a major issue. This is going to need to get put up. We're going to put that to 30 for now, or do I put it up to 35? I'll keep it at 30 for a minute. Oh yeah, I almost forgot we made our cute little barrage last time too. Still a lot louder than it realistically should be. Anyways, there's that. I mean, I could just get 15 mine to get super form, but I'm going to wait till the point in the story where we're supposed to get super form, I think. Are there any other skills that I want to get right now? I would like endurance. I don't care much about mind. I would like Key Fist. I don't care at all about defense penetration. Right now that's sitting at 20 mind for skills I would want. That's the same skill. I want all of your skills, but those are later on skills. You don't have anything that affects right now. I don't remember what Piccolo has. Do you have anything different than the others? Key Protection and Key Fist. I kind of want both of those. Key Protection basically uses up Key when you get hit, but you take a lot less damage. It's a very nice skill, and I want all of the skills from most of these trainers, basically. It's just a question of, what do I get now? And what do I hold off on? And do I get skills right now or focus on stats instead? Huh. You know what? I'm going to pop 20 points in mind. That's a large chunk of our TP. For what from this list? And what from any of the other lists would I rather get up right now? Because that's 4 points in any of these 4 stats, basically. Bringing our max up to 65% or giving us more regen if everything went in there. Or 2 points, but getting us up to 65. If everything went into potential unlock, that's an extra 20% unlocked ability. Huh. You know what? I might as well showcase a cool thing. I'm going to need Key Fist. Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to get Key Fist. There's most of our TP already gone. It actually unlocks a new thing in here. Key Weapon. Key Blade. Was I subconsciously remembering about the Keyblade in here? Is that why I couldn't stop saying Keyblade when I got my lightsaber? Probably not. I definitely wasn't thinking this Keyblade. I was thinking Kingdom Hearts, but still. Anyways, this key weapon, it's kind of cool. We now just have this giant blue scythe. While we're sitting at 5%, it's not making much of a difference. It just sort of exists right there. But this is supposed to use up ki. Doesn't really seem like it's using up ki right now. And in return, give us a pretty sizable damage boost, if I remember correctly. Or at least when we start hitting higher levels of Infuse and Key Fist, we'll start getting higher damage output. But right now, it's probably only going to be like an extra point or two across the board. I keep running out of stamina because I'm killing too many things too often. You are being rude. There we go. Turn that off for now so we don't just have that huge thing sitting in the middle of our screen. I think I'm gonna put the rest of these points into... Put a few more points in con. I think action time is stamina, and I'm constantly running out of it, so I'm gonna do con. Plus, that's a big chunk of extra health. And basically out... Can you leave me alone for 5 seconds, please? Also, why is it that sometimes when you hit something, it gets knocked towards you? It doesn't really make much sense. Anyways, that'll probably do for stats for right now. We got Key Weapon now, and we got a pretty sizable upgrade to a couple of stats. Can enter 4 minutes. I was trying to kill so much time, and I still only killed most of it, and I still have to wait. Dang it. I need to light this place up. I need to grab a whole bunch of torches and just light up the entire lookout, because all of the enemies are annoying me. Do we? You know what, let's head back to Cell Arena. Since we're going to be waiting almost a full 5 minutes still, might as well give this another shot. I'm gonna need Key Weapon on, or Key Scythe more specifically. All of those will be fine as well. Let's go up all the way to 55%. Ta-dum! Here. Now I need to hit something, see how much more damage I do. You're a decent test subject. Turn off our Key Weapon. I do 65 damage. What if I have Key Weapon on? 67. 66. Yeah, right now that's not exactly a big boost, is it? We're gonna need to get Key Infuse and Key Weapon, and Key Fist, that's what it's called. We're gonna need to get these two up a few more points. I can't even give it 1 point right now because I don't have the TP. Guess we're waiting on that. Although I think the level of both Infuse and Fist affects it, so... I could put 2 points into Key Infuse and that would give me something, but no, we're gonna hold off for now. Anyways, we have some power buffs right now. We're a little bit stronger. How well do we handle Tien now? Oh, our Key Barrage is doing a bit more now. Do you throw barrages too? I think you should have a Kia technique, but you're not launching it. I probably could fight you and take you on if I played it a little bit better. But it's still not going to be super easy. How close am I? Only about halfway. Bye. There we go. I was trying to automatically drop down to 0% so I could just sit at 5 for a minute. Stop wasting so much Key. Words are hard. But yeah, Tien, we're apparently still not quite there. We're gonna have to get a few more points and a few more skills, but it should have been enough time to enter here, right? Really? Really? I took 3 minutes trying to Tien? I couldn't have taken one more? What? I guess I'm waiting like 30 seconds. It literally goes down to the second. I have to wait 4 seconds. There we go, we're in the time chamber now. Just so I could show off a thing I built beforehand. I made a training pod. I think the training pod I made is technically an older model, because over time the most effective training way in DBC has changed. Usually it involves a training device, something like this, where it's like wood slabs or whatnot. Sometimes some water, sometimes some not. And basically, you're trying to force your shadow dummies into a specific spot so that you can hit them and avoid getting hit in return. This one I have made is not the most efficient possible. It works better if I do this. I basically just press my back up against this second one, and I stand here, and the water is supposed to drag them down into this hole. Because of some of the changes they made to shadow dummies and how things work, it's not super great. But if I just put on my max weight training, my max weight cape, I can just spawn in like 3 shadow dummies at once. 1, 2, 3. Actually, I think the max is 4. Let's do 4 instead. So, they don't always go into the spot like they're supposed to. Hold on, the lightsaber doesn't take stamina when I hit with it, which means 14, 11. Yeah, I get the full TP from hitting with the lightsaber, but I don't end up using stamina, so I can just do this forever. So basically, this is how training works. Things fall down into the hole, and I just sit here spamming left click forever. And I end up getting a rather sizable chunk very quickly. Like, I'm already up over 3,000, probably hitting 4,000, maybe 4,200 by now. Yeah. And I think this also works for form mastery as well. 1928 goes up to... Yeah. I gain points there just from hitting things as well. So, I'm not going to do a full training session right now. I'm probably going... You know what? I'm going to go to 10,000, I think. I'm not going... And then I'm going to save most of those points and just put a few more points in until we can beat Tien. So, I'll see you in just a moment, once I've done a little bit more. I ended up staying in here a little bit longer than I originally meant to. I hit about 11... I hit about 11 and a half instead of 12. But I decided I'd also take this opportunity to train up my barrage a little bit more. As I have infinite opponents, they just sort of sit here and I can just just keep blasting them and get all the TP, all the training experience I need there too. So this is going to get a point of... I think I'm just going to keep giving it damage. It's not going to do a whole lot. This barrage probably doesn't need damage. That's not actually super useful for it, but I'm still going to keep doing it nonetheless. And I'm going to make my way out of here. I didn't even really get a say in the matter. My shadows just decided that I was leaving whether I wanted to or not. Anyways, eat back up to full. Just because I took a little bit of a beating, I got a little bit too close to the edge. Now, where are these extra points going? I could put 10 more in con. Just give me a little bit more defense, a little bit more health. Let's put willpower up to 30, make a barrage a little bit better. Of course, it hit 31 because of mastery. Hold on, zombie, hit me a couple of times. If I'm in turbo mode, I won't get knocked away, right? Or I won't get knocked away as much. Wow, you're really bad at hitting me. Basically, I just want to hit 20 real quick. Oh yeah, I got an extra point of strength. We can literally see it happen. Exit turbo mode now. Anyways, where else am I going to put it? 5 more points in spirit, I guess, just to make sure we have it. Dex up to 65. Of course, it hit 66 instead. Let's put 2 points in Key Fist, make our Key Scythe a little bit better. And just do that. Mine goes up to 150. That's a decent chunk. I'm trying to do small jumps to avoid getting too strong too quickly. Decent's up to 3rd, I guess. I think that will make some amount of difference with how good I am at reading Ki. And you know what? Let's save the rest. I have 20 mind and about 4,000 TP to work with when I put up more points. Small chunks here or there is how I would prefer to do this. So I'm going to charge back up to 50. Did I leave my bed over at Celerina? I think I did. What's my battle power? 766. My BP is slowly getting higher and higher. So let's head back to Celerina, take a quick sleep, and then we're going to try Tien again. Are you kidding me? Where are you? How rude. Really? That was close enough to count. I guess you were literally right under me. Really? I don't... Do I have a water bucket on me? If I remember the button... Of course. Of course, as soon as I finally get the water bucket out, I stop burning. You can sit there, you can sit there. Anyways, I'm already up to 55%. Let's just eat something, make sure everything's topped up. And we're going to put on our key scythe. You can't see it visually there because I have the sword on, but it is still there and will still have an effect. Now, Tien. Okay, we're up to 88 damage to you at a time. I can't use key techniques while I have that out. Also, I accidentally got away from my ki blast as well. Okay, my ki barrage is up to 13 damage every hit. That's kind of nice. Ow, okay, I'm handling myself better. Ah, no. I'm going to beat Tien. I know I can beat Tien if I just, like, eat mid-fight. But I'm trying to avoid doing that. I'm trying to get to the point where I could win this fight without sort of cheesing it. Eating in the middle of the fight to make sure I win kind of feels like a bit of cheese. Tien, I know I could beat him. Strength up to 45? Dex up to 70? And now with how close I just was, I should have no problem beating you. Especially if I actually block in time. That was a bit weird. Why are you moving away from me so much? Okay. Tien, why are you acting weird? Why do you not want to fight? Also, I could have sworn that this Tien started launching Big Blast at me. It's basically... Got you! Woohoo! A legitimate win! It was close, but it was a legitimate win. Ah, ooh! We can turn off key scythe so we don't have the romp noises anymore. And with that, 3,500, or 3,502, turns into 3,982. King Piccolo Saga begins, a brutal ending. The tournament is over. As everyone walked away, they found Krillin lying on the ground. He was taken out by someone. He will pay for this. And thus begins the King Piccolo Saga, facing a murderer. Tambourine was taking out strong fighters from the tournaments. Take him out before he causes more harm to innocent people. Kill Tambourine. Don't remember, is Tambourine stronger or weaker than Krillin? Well, obviously he's stronger than Krillin, but, the person I meant to say is Tien. Is he stronger than Krillin? The story is he just killed Krillin, but is he stronger than Krillin? Anyways, let's just begin. Tambourine. Oh, you're stronger than Tien. Maybe. You have more health than Tien, but you don't do more damage. If I had taken that fight seriously and actually had, like, Key Scythe on, I could have won that. And I sort of just, like, rushed forward without realizing just how much health he had. But yeah, here's one where health, I think, is actually, like, barely lower than Tien's health. Like, I think Tien had 1150 and Tambourine has, like, 1115 or something like that. But, like, it's pretty minimal difference, but strength-wise, Tien can just, like, kick my butt a whole lot faster. Scythe goes on. Make sure we're in turbo mode. I could probably win all out just like this. Yeah, there we go. I didn't think Tambourine was that big of an issue. I just definitely mishandled it. 8 back up to full. And the murderer falls. King Piccolo Saga. Need to train. Tambourine Maganid, I'm assuming that's supposed to be managed, to walk away from the fight, but he wasn't using his full power. Make sure to train before facing him again. But King Piccolo has sent out a new henchman to gather the Dragon Balls for him. Kill Symbol. Okay. Next up in King Piccolo's army, Symbol. Oh. Oh, I'm sorry, friend.
If you are so eager to die, who am I to stand in your way? Yeah.
Did I make you cry? I forgot to read that line from Tambourine. Yes, evil henchman noises. Yeah, Symbol was nothing. Tambourine has once again appeared. This time he will be fighting using his full power. Uh-oh. That's probably not good for us, but let's go. Okay, now you're a bit more of a threat. Yeah, this one's definitely stronger than Tien, both health and damage-wise. Oh yeah, I'm dead. I managed to do a little over half health to him, but not a whole lot better than that. And thus we hit another point where a few more points are going to have to go in. Either that or I start eating during every fight. I mean, both are options. If I had a fight where I just can't really get over it stats-wise, I'm going to start eating more. But I prefer to do a lot more of these more... What's the word? More legitimately. Also, I'm going to clear out all these death markers real quick. Okay, death markers cleared. Where are we going to put these points? Dex up to 75... or 76, because of course the game makes me put it to 76 instead. Strength up to 50. Constitution to 55. Might as well put willpower up to 35 as well, so the blast does a little bit more. And that's a small boost to just about everything. Is there a stat I want to put up? Or skill, rather. Let's get meditation to level 3, make our regen a little bit better. And do I put... let's put potential unlock up to level 3 as well. More or less everything here is level 3, unless it's flying, which is maxed out, and super form, which we haven't touched. So now our max power, if we go all the way up, is 65, bringing our BP over 1,000. You know, that's a pretty sizable chunk. That's extra, like... we moved up 10%, which is... It's fine. It's fine. 2/11ths of 55, whatever you want to count that as. I don't know. I don't feel like doing the math right now. But we should be stronger now. We're now maxing out at 130 health. Yeah, I can start taking fights a little less seriously now. Hurrah! That was that was a little bit more of a jump than I was expecting so quickly. Although I suppose it makes sense. We moved from 90 to 130 at full maxing out of our attack. Or it was roughly 100 damage, then we went up to 130 after unlocking 10% more of our max power and putting strength up a few points. So, yeah, I guess it makes sense. 1254. It's 2794, a little bit stronger, and we get a free Dragon Ball out of it. Then it's King Piccolo himself. I think Piccolo has like a couple of forms. Piccolo appeared in front of you, but he is very old. He's gathering the Dragon Balls to make himself young again. Take him out before his plan succeeds. Oh, you've got a lot of health, but you don't do much damage. Oh, never mind. I just wasn't paying enough attention. If I take this fight seriously, or technically I probably could just finish it with a whole bunch of barrages. And it's a draw. Yeah, I could have won that fight more legitimately if I took it seriously, but instead I sort of just rushed in and forgot to block a whole bunch. But I think that's probably going to count towards the win. You are quick, ha 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 ha! Evil villain laughter. I defeated King Piccolo, and I am in the overworld. There we go. But this is not the end of the King Piccolo saga. I fight to protect. King Piccolo was not defeated... Go away. Unstoppable Force is the next one. King Piccolo was not defeated in time and wished to be young again. No one is sure if he can still be taken out with his newfound powers. A new henchman. Piccolo's new son has taken out Tien. Save him and take out Piccolo. Okay. Dragon Ball, you can sit in there for now. Vroom noises. So many vroom noises because of the scythe. Can I sleep yet? No, of course not. Anyways, our next opponent is Drum, who is going to be weaker than King Piccolo, I think, but still a pretty dangerous foe if he can take on Tien, and Tien causes some troubles. Kill Drum, let's begin. Okay, you have a lot of health. And you do a decent chunk of damage, but it could be worse. And I just have to take you a little seriously, and I managed to win. Did I go too far with that little bump to my stats, even with like potential unlock? I mean, I still lost to Piccolo. It was a draw because I didn't take it seriously, but as soon as I start taking some of these seriously, I'm sort of just rushing through a bunch. But Drum is taken on. I fight to protect. If Piccolo isn't taken out now, then who knows what might happen next. Are you going to register him in Overworld? There we go. Oh, he just did 180 damage through my block. Uh-oh. This will be a quick demonstration. I apologize. This will have to be. Ooh, I could have killed him right there after hitting 0, but if I had rushed and just kept hitting. But that definitely wouldn't have felt right. But yeah, King Piccolo in his slightly stronger form is definitely going to be a bit of a challenge. Good thing I still have some TP saved up, because this one's going to need some boosting. Dex up to 80. Or 81. I hate that. I kind of hate that so much. It bothers me so much. 5 more points in con? And I put 5 more points in strength? You're still relatively close, despite how... despite what it seemed like. So maybe just a little bit and those 3 stats will be enough. Let's try again. I did not block in time. It doesn't help when trying to block that there's a bit of a cooldown period between when you can attack and when you can block. If I had hit one more time there, I would have gotten the kill, but I knew I was already dead because I was already on 0. Actually, we're surprisingly close. I just need to time my blocks and attacks a little bit better. I think this might also be the final fight of... Is this the final fight of the King Piccolo saga, or do you fight Piccolo Jr. first before we end off? I think the first fight against Piccolo Jr. actually happens here too, so... What do we put the points in? And there goes my dog. One moment. Okay, I think the dog's fine now. What I could do is just like put 5 more mind points in and get potential unlock 1 more. I actually forgot how cheap potential unlock was, considering how good of a modifier it is. Because I think even boosting myself by like a 5% from one potential unlock level would be enough to handle this. But that's like such a big boost, and it's so cheap for some reason. I feel like going 100% against anything that's not like End of Z is just overkill. Although I'll probably still have to up... There's a Dragon Ball here. I forgot that Dragon Balls could just delete part of the arenas and other structures. I forgot that was a thing. Let's put 10 more mind points in. What if I just do Ki Fist and Ki Infuse? That will give me a little bit of a strength buff and use up most of my remaining TP. I don't have like a lion, tiger, soldier around anymore to like test this on fully to see what the difference is. But that's a small strength boost. It's nothing too major. Whether or not it's actually enough is what I'm worried about. Might have to go gather a little bit more TP in a moment. Let's try this again. Okay, we're up to 150 damage per swing, so I only need to hit him 10 times without dying. Got you. Ah, good luck, my son. Get revenge, destroy all my enemies. Apparently, the boost from getting Ki Infuse and Ki Fist even just a couple of points higher was pretty good. Either that, or I just messed up the fight so much more than I thought I had the previous attempt. 13-14 becomes 9-14, and thus we enter the Piccolo Jr. saga. How many sagas are in original Dragon Ball? I sort of thought it... Really? The thing broke a little bit, the sound effect. There we go. I was trying to go down to 5% to avoid using up all my ki again, but it wouldn't let me for a moment. Anyways, our next mission thing has us go speak to... not Roshi, Kami. I deleted my waypoint to Kami. Well, going through everything else, huh? Fun! Fun. Now I guess I get to fly. Might as well read through this as I'm going, except I can't move while reading this. Third tournament announced. The world is at peace, but everyone is looking forward to the next martial arts tournament. Be sure to use your time to the fullest and train a lot. Meet up with Kami and talk to him. I'll see you over at the lookout. I can't believe I did this. I thought I might have, but then I forgot to double check that I didn't. And here we are. Thank you for the Senzu Bean Cat. Figured I might as well stop off there while I was on my way. That didn't take me too long. I was probably only flying for like 5 minutes, maybe. Turbo mode made it a lot better. But anyways, finally we're back up to the, exit flight, not enter turbo mode, but it's fine, I guess. Read Dragon Balls, nice. Hello, Kami.
Hello, are you here to train?
Alright, let's see what I can teach you. Meet up with Kami and talk to him. The third tournament is about to start. Make sure to not underestimate your opponents. It is time. Invisible training arc with Kami. The quarterfinals. Tao is back with new tricks up his sleeve. Mercenary Tao. We fought you back at the end of the Red Ribbon Army. Kill Cyborg Mercenary Tao. We're gonna have to see how tough he is next time, though, because I think we're about to start a new arc of the story. Probably best to wait off where we're just about to end off time anyways. I cannot fight in F5 looking at myself like that. Go! Right! Away! Also, I noticed a weird thing. I put a lot more power into an arrow than I thought I would. Like, a basic arrow shot somehow does, like, 35... it just did 25 damage there, and I'm at 5%. Like... I have super powered key techniques that at max only do 18. And currently they only do 1. I can do 25 with an arrow shot. Hold on. What if I max out my power? Getting up to 65 takes so long. Each 5% interval after 50 is so long. 31. Interesting. I was expecting more out of that. So if I'm fighting at 5% and just need to kill something off quickly, use a bow, apparently. But using a bow at higher things doesn't make that big of a difference. Very, very peculiar. You brought a gun to a bow fight. Ow. That did a lot more damage to me than I was expecting. Anyway, as I was saying before I started getting shot at, that's probably a pretty good place to end things off. So, I want to thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed as much as I have, and I hope to see you next time. So, without further ado, take care, everybody.